website to take a look at the Saarinen table and chairs. I just wanted to say a few things about it. I worked in the contract furniture industry as a young man, and I worked for Knoll International, which actually was a great privilege. A time of great excitement in the furniture industry, because modern furniture was just coming into modern office blocks, and it was a very exciting time to be there. We had a beautiful showroom in central London, and I got to know the works of most of the great designers, and that certainly included Eero Saarinen. And of course we featured his work extensively in our showrooms, which were often visited by some of the world's top architects who were creating wonderful offices for clients, from hotels to boardrooms to private individuals around the world. So I resolved that I would acquire myself a set of Saarinen table and chairs, but they were then, as they are now, very expensive. So bit by bit, as and when showroom stock became available, I was made sure that I was the one that put the best bid in, and I acquired 6 tables, 6 chairs, bit by bit, over a period of about a year and a half. 2 armchairs, one of them here, and 4 chairs, one of which bit the dust. Eventually it just got abused, shall we say. So now there are 3 chairs and 2 armchairs. The table is another story. The table was ridiculously expensive, but I was putting a lot of business through the factory, and I got to know the factory guys very well. And it turned out that a piece came in, the base for this particular table, which is a large cast aluminium base, and it was marked down as a reject because the base was slightly less than true to the flat surface of the floor. So I said, well, I'll have that. Now I need a tabletop. And sometime later this top came in, which was very slightly imperfect. You have to look in certain lights to see it, but you can see slight lines vertically going along that way, which if you can see it, I think it looks quite nice. But certainly nobody ever noticed it in all the period that we owned the table. And we've had great Christmases around it. It'll seat 8 without any problem. My kids have grown up doing their colouring and jigsaws on it. But you know, the kids have grown up now, and sooner or later we're going to have to move to a smaller house, and this is going to be too big. So we're going to be really sad to see it go, honestly. But it's time, so I've decided to put it up on the website. I've priced it, I hope, fairly. In the case of the table, to reflect the fact that it was never a perfect ex-factory item. It's used. It's a sailate. It's slightly imperfect. The chairs are fine. You will see, you know, there are sundry. It will shows the effect of age in some ways. Not in so much in terms of lightness, but some of the bases have some scuffs. But in all honesty, I don't think it detracts from the fact that this truly is one of the great classics of design. Just to close off about Eero Saarinen, his objective was to create table and chairs which would do away with the forest of legs that you'd normally get with tables and chairs with 4 legs each. So he came up with the idea of the pedestal with this beautiful shape, and he moulded it. I don't know whether maybe he made it in wood or something, with a disc base and a central column. And over the period of time that he designed it, he had friends around, designer friends around to his house, and they used moulding clay, moulding clay, to actually get the perfect curve. And it wasn't until all his friends were happy with the shape of the way the base curved up to the stem, and the stem curved out to form the support for the chair or the table, that it then finally go into production. So I think that's a lovely and true story. So if you want to own a set from the legend, really, please feel free to have a look. There's a contact form on the website. If you have any questions, if you don't think my price is right or fair, please contact me. It has to go, and I hope it will find a very good home somewhere. Thank you for listening.